Hi dear children, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to discuss the next chapter, areas related to circles. And what is a circle? That we discussed in the chapter circle. What do you mean by circle? Circle is a curve traced out by a point that moves in a plane so that its distance from a given point is a constant. Circle is a curve. That is a curve traced out by a point that moves in a plane so that its distance from a given point is constant. Its distance from a given point is constant. Or we can say that circle is a set of all points in a plane which is equidistant from a fixed point. And this fixed point we will call it as, what is the name of that fixed point? That fixed point we will call it as center of the circle. The fixed point we will call it as center of the circle. And that fixed distance we will call it as radius of the circle. Fixed distance we will call it as radius of the circle. So this fixed point, that is our center, and that fixed distance, that is our radius. Okay, then what is diameter of a circle? Diameter of a circle. Diameter of a circle. Okay, diameter of a circle is actually 2 times the radius of the circle. Diameter of a circle, that is equal to 2 into radius. Diameter is equal to 2 into radius. Suppose this radius is small letter r. Always we will denote the radius by small letter usually. Okay, then small letter r is the radius. Then that diameter, that is equal to, we will get 2r. If radius is equal to small letter r, then diameter we will get it as 2r. And diameter we will denote it by d. Diameter we will denote it by d. Okay, so that fixed distance is called the radius of the circle, and that radius we will denote it by small letter r. If radius is small letter r, then diameter is equal to 2r. Okay, diameter we will denote it by small letter d. Or we can write it as radius is equal to diameter by 2. Radius is equal to diameter by 2. If radius is given and you need to find out the value of diameter, then we will use diameter is equal to 2r. And diameter is given, and if you want to find out the value of radius, then diameter by 2, that is equal to our radius. Now, what do you mean by circumference or perimeter of the circle? Circumference or perimeter of the circle. Okay, circumference means the distance covered by traveling once around a circle. The distance covered by traveling once around a circle. Okay, the distance covered by traveling once around a circle is called perimeter or circumference of the circle. Okay, then how can we find out the circumference of a circle? How can we find out the circumference of a circle? Circumference of a circle is equal to circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. Or we can write it as pi into 2r, right? pi into 2r. This 2r is our diameter. So we can write it as pi d. Okay, circumference of a circle. Usually we will use that formula 2 pi r. If diameter is given, then directly you can find out the circumference, that is pi into diameter. Circumference is equal to pi into diameter. Okay. Now, area of a circle. Area of a circle of radius small letter r. Area of a circle is equal to pi r square. Area of a circle is equal to pi r square. Okay. And thus we can express it in terms of diameter, like pi into, what is our r? D by 2 all square. Okay, if you want to express this area in terms of diameter, that is pi into d by 2 all square. Okay. Now, actually this pi, for practical purpose and for making related calculations easy, the value of pi is taken as 22 by 7 or 3.14 approximately. Value of pi is taken as 22 by 7 or 3.14 approximately for practical purpose or for making related calculations easy. Okay. In some questions they will give use pi is equal to 3.14. Otherwise and unless we will use pi is equal to 22 by 7. Okay. Now, so fixed point is called center, and that fixed distance is called radius, and diameter is 2 times of radius. Diameter is equal to 2r, then radius in terms of diameter, that is d by 2, and circumference means the distance covered by traveling once around a circle. Circumference or perimeter is equal to 2 pi r. That formula in terms of diameter we will get it as pi d, and the area of a circle is equal to pi r square, and that formula in terms of d, that is pi into d by 2 all square. And for practical purpose or for making related calculations, we will take pi is equal to 22 by 7 or 3.14 approximately. Now, what is a semicircle? Semicircle, we can derive definition from that word itself, semicircle. Okay, every diameter of a circle divides it into 2 equal parts. Every diameter of a circle, this is a diameter. Okay, diameter is a chord which passes through the center. Okay, diameter is a chord which passes through the center, and every diameter of a circle divides it into 2 equal parts. This is our first part and this is our second part. Okay, every diameter of a circle that divides circle into 2 equal parts, that this part 1 and part 2, that is called semicircle, half of the circle. Okay, semicircle means half of the circle, and the diameter divides our circle into 2 equal parts, then that 2 equal parts. Okay, this part 1 is also a semicircle and this is part 2 is also a semicircle. Okay, that half of the circle is called semicircle. Now just tell me, what is perimeter of the semicircle and area of the semicircle? Okay, here also the radius is r, and we know that the perimeter or the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Then what is the perimeter of a semicircle? Okay, suppose consider this portion. This is a semicircle and this is our O, and I'm going to take that chord as AB. Okay, and this distance is r because OA is a radius and OB is also a radius, so this distance is r. Now we know that this diameter AB divides our circle into 2 equal parts. Okay, then that means this portion is actually the half of a perimeter of the circle, half of the perimeter of the circle. Okay, so we know that the total perimeter is equal to 2 pi r. Then this portion, this black portion up to from A to B, okay, that is half of the circumference of the circle. Okay, and then perimeter is equal to 1 by 2 into 2 pi r, half of the circumference of a circle, plus if this AB is also included, okay, if this AB is also included, then plus R, that is 2R, or you can write it as half get cancelled, pi r plus d. 2r is a d, so we will get it pi r plus d. So the perimeter of a semicircle, if that diameter is also included, then that is equal to pi r plus d, okay, or half into 2 pi r plus 2r. Now suppose this AB is not included. This AB is not included and we need to find out the perimeter of this black portion from A to B, that is half into 2 pi r. No need to include this term 2r if AB is not included. Okay, then area is actually, from the definition of the semicircle, we have semicircle is the half of the circle. Then area of the semicircle, that is half of the area of the circle. Area of the semicircle is equal to half of the area of a circle. So area of the semicircle, we will get it as half into area of the circle is pi r square. Okay, this is area of semicircle. Area of semicircle is equal to half into area of a circle. Okay, now quadrant. What is this quadrant? Quadrant is actually, semicircle is the half of the circle. Semicircle means half of the circle. Then quadrant means it's 1 by 4th of a circle. Quadrant means 1 by 4th of a circle. Okay, 1 by 4th means we need to divide the circle into 4 equal parts, and this 1 by 4th of the circle, 1 by 4th of the circle is called quadrant. So inside a circle we have 4 quadrants, because we can divide the circle into 4 equal parts, and this one is 1 quadrant, and this is 2nd quadrant, this is 3rd quadrant, and this is 4th quadrant. Okay, so quadrant, then this angle here it is 90 degree. Okay, here it is 90 degree, because this is AB is a diameter and CD is also a diameter, and this angle is 90 degree. So the angle subtended by a quadrant, that is 90 degree. Now what is the area of a quadrant? Area of a semicircle, that is half into area of a circle. The area of quadrant is equal to 1 by 4th of area of our circle. 1 by 4th of area of a circle. Now perimeter. Perimeter, here also consider this portion AOD. AOD, and this is actually 1 by 4th of our circle. Then this black portion from A to D, we will get it as 1 by 4th of the perimeter of a circle. Okay, and if this portion is also included, that this OA is a radius and OD is also a radius. Okay, so perimeter is equal to 1 by 4 into perimeter of the circle, 2 pi r, plus we will have r plus r, that is 2r. Okay, so there is only one difference between the semicircle and quadrant. Semicircle is half and quadrant is 1 by 4th of the circle. Okay, now area of a ring. Okay, ring means area enclosed between two concentric circles. Area enclosed between two concentric circles. Okay, so concentric circle means same center and different radius. This is concentric circle and O be the center of that concentric circles. The first one, smaller circle radius, small letter R, and the bigger circle radius, take it as capital R. Now, the first one is, this is C1 and this is C2. Okay, the bigger circle is C1 and the smaller circle is C2. And this ring means area enclosed between two concentric circles. This is a ring. Okay. One more name is there, that is annulus region. Okay. Area enclosed between two circles is called area of a ring, area or area of a annulus region. Okay. Now, how can we find out that shaded portion area or area of a ring? How can we? Do you have any idea? Area of a ring is equal to, actually, area of a ring that is equal to area of the bigger circle minus area of the smaller circle. That is area of C1 minus area of C2. Okay, if we are going to find out the area of C1, we will cut this whole area, and we need to minus the area of the smaller circle from that full area. We will get the area of a ring. Okay, so that is area of C1. C1 radius is capital R, so area is pi capital R square minus pi small letter r square. Okay, or pi into pi is common, r square minus r square, capital R square minus small letter r square. So area of a ring, if the radius of the smaller circle is r1 and if the radius of the bigger circle is capital R, then the area of a ring or area enclosed between that two circles is equal to pi into capital R square minus small letter r square. Okay, now consider one circular wheel. Okay, consider one circular wheel. Suppose a circular wheel of radius r is in a motion and it completes n revolutions in 1 minute. Suppose we have one circular wheel. Okay. Suppose this is a circular wheel and the radius of the circular wheel is small letter r and it completes n revolutions in 1 minute. Okay, n revolutions means n rounds. Okay, n revolutions, it's completed in 1 minute. Okay, then what is the distance covered by wheel in one revolution? We have one wheel and the radius of that wheel is equal to small letter r. Then what is the distance covered by wheel in one revolution? One revolution. Actually, the distance covered by the wheel in one revolution is equal to circumference of the wheel. Distance covered by a wheel in one revolution is equal to circumference of a circle, that is 2 pi r. Okay, because we are going to use this concept in exercise 12.1 Just listen carefully. If we have a wheel with a radius r, then the distance covered by a wheel in one revolution, is equal to perimeter of the wheel. Wheel is in the shape of circle, so perimeter of a circle, that is equal to 2 pi r. Then the total distance covered by the wheel. Then the total distance covered by the wheel in 1 minute is equal to, in one revolution, 2 pi r. And in 1 minute, if it's complete n revolutions, then 2 pi r into n revolutions, or 2 pi r into number of revolutions. Total distance covered by a wheel in 1 minute is equal to 2 pi r into number of revolutions completed by the wheel in 1 minute. That is, suppose it is n revolution. If it completes n revolution in 1 minute, then 2 pi r into n. So that total distance covered by a wheel in 1 minute is equal to 2 pi r into n. From this we will get number of revolutions is equal to total distance covered by the wheel in 1 minute divided by 2 pi r. We will use these two informations. Distance covered by a wheel in 1 minute is equal to perimeter of the wheel into number of revolutions. And number of revolutions is equal to total distance covered by the wheel in 1 minute divided by perimeter of the circle.